Hi students, this is the month of July, and in the month of July, on July 4th, we celebrate Independence Day, the birthday of the United States of America. To celebrate Independence Day, the 4th of July, we're going to make a sculpture, a statue, a piece of art of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the United States from France, and it is in New York Harbor. It's on an island. And when immigrants, people from other countries, used to come into the United States a long time ago, they would see the Statue of Liberty, and it was a symbol of hope. It was a sign to them that the United States was a good place to live, and they could accomplish a lot, and they could have great lives here. So today we're going to make a sculpture of the Statue of Liberty because it's a symbol of the United States of America. And when you see the Statue of Liberty, you think about the United States of America and what it stands for. So today, to make your sculpture of the Statue of Liberty, you need a cardboard tube, a cylinder. This is a tube that came out from a roll of toilet paper. You also need a piece of paper. It could be cardboard, it could be newspaper, it could be a magazine, any kind of paper works. You probably need your glue stick or some tape, crayons or markers, and you can also paint if you'd like. You get to choose how you want to color your Statue of Liberty sculpture. So the first thing I'm going to do with my sculpture, I'm going to put my fingers inside like that to kind of make it still, and I'm going to get my green marker, put the cap on the bottom. The marker and the tube are cylinders. They have a circle on the top and the bottom. You can roll them. They look kind of like a jar or something. We call that shape a cylinder. So is the marker when I put the cap on. It has a circle on the bottom, a circle on the top. It can roll, and it has 1, 2, 3 sides. So I'm going to take my tube, put it on my fingers, put the cap on the bottom of the marker, and I'm going to just color it. Now with your marker, if you hold your marker on the side, put it at an angle, it covers faster than if you do it straight up and down. If you do it straight up and down, the lines are kind of thin. See how thin those lines are? But if I do it on its side, the lines are thicker. So your first thing is to cover the entire tube. I have 2 tubes here. This is a tube that I colored all in marker. This one is done with crayon. You get to pick which you like better. The Statue of Liberty is made out of copper, and when copper gets wet and when it's out in the elements, it becomes green. So the Statue of Liberty is kind of a greenish color, a coppery color we call it. So you're gonna first color your tube. The next thing you want to do is, if you don't have green or orange paper, I'm gonna make my own green and orange paper. So I have a piece of paper here. I'm gonna use my marker. Again, put the cap on the bottom. I'm just gonna color a big area green, and maybe also a smaller area orange. And here's my finished paper. I have a big area of green, a little area of orange. And now I'm going to draw some shapes. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Isn't that fun? I should have shown you that first. That's okay. So this is what we're aiming towards. So you see my tube, and now we're going to be working on the head, the body, the face. This is her crown. This is her torch. So I have my paper here where I have some green, a big green area and an orange area. And I want to make her head, and I'm going to use something that's bigger than the circle on the bottom. So I'm using this cup. It's a little bit bigger, not too much bigger, a little bit bigger. And I'm going to use that as a pattern. I'm going to put this over the green, and I'll hold it with one hand, and I'm going to trace around that cup. So I got a nice circle shape. You might want to just cut a circle on your own, that's okay too. This is your art, you make it look good. I'm gonna make this a little darker. So I drew my circle. I'm gonna do one circle, I'm gonna do 7 triangles. And when I do my triangles, I'm gonna make an A shape. I wanna make them kind of big. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Triangles have 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. They have 3 corners, 1, 2, 3, and all the sides are straight. Those are triangles. And we're also going to have 2 rectangles. So I'm going to make a big rectangle here and draw a line in the middle. And on the orange, I'm going to do 1 small, okay, a good sized triangle. Again, 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, 3 corners, 1, 2, 3. Got it? So, our next step, and here's one that I did with, the top part is crown, the bottom part is marker. You get to pick what you like better, crown or marker, or if you're going to paint, you're going to also use paint, or if you have colored paper, you can use colored paper too. So the next thing I need to do is cut out the circle for the head. Oh, before I do cut out the circle for the head though, I want to, I'm going to draw my face there. So I'm going to put some eyes, a circle and a dot, a circle and a dot, maybe a letter U shape for a nose, a little letter U shape, or it could be a little, kind of like a 7, and a smile. She's happy to be representing the United States of America. I'm going to give her some fancy lips. I'm going to kind of do a little hill and another kind of a heart shape there. Okay, the next step I need to do is cut out my circle. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut out all the shapes for my Statue of Liberty sculpture. And I'm going to use a crown part. So I'm going to take my scissors. Make sure that you have a grown-up or caretaker with you and you have permission to use scissors. Remember, when you hold the scissors, you hold the sharp part. And remember that your thumb goes on top, your 2 fingers go on the bottom. So I'm going to cut out, I'm going to cut around the face. Cut it out with your fingers, cut it out. Snip, snap away. Thumb on top, take little bites. Remember Dr. Jean's scissor song? You can remember that when you're doing your work today. So I cut out my face for my Statue of Liberty sculpture. And I have one here already done. So I'm going to take that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on it. And put I've cut out all my other shapes. We're going to pretend I've finished cutting out my 7 triangles and my 2 rectangles and my orange triangle. They're all done. And I'm going to take my new face, I'm going to use my glue now. I'm going to twist it up just a little bit, right? Not a whole lot. No. Just a little bit. Twist it up a little bit. I'm going to take the face now and turn it over, and I can still see it on the back. And I'm going to put some glue around the top. Kind of like a U shape, kind of like a rainbow shape. Put some glue. And I'm going to start taking my triangles and put them up so that she looks like a unicorn right now, doesn't she? So I put that there. I'm going to put another one next to it. And another one on the other side next to it. And I'm going to keep going till all of those triangles are around the top of her head, making a crown for her. And the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to take my tube that I have colored and I'm going to glue it to the top. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to put a little bit of glue near the top. Just kind of smudge it on. See my glue there? Got it? Got a little bit of glue. And I'm going to just take the head and set it there. Cool, huh? Now I need to give her torch, because she's holding a torch, and in her other hand she has a tablet. And on the tablet is a date that the United States became a nation, July 4th, 1776. So I've glued the head onto the top of my tube. Now I'm going to add her arms, and this is a tablet, and this is her torch. She's holding the flame, the torch. So I have my two small rectangles here that I've already cut out. And I know it's a rectangle because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. It has 1, 2 long sides. It has 2 short sides, and the sides are all straight. Sometimes a rectangle looks like a door. Sometimes it looks like a window, right? Okay. So on these rectangles, I want to do a little teeny fold. A little fold on the side. See how little that fold is? A little fold on one. On the other one, this one I'm going to turn over backwards. Put a little bit of glue near the top. Again. And I'm going to take my orange triangle and just put that behind there. So now my Statue of Liberty has a torch to hold. That's her torch. And again, I'm going to do a little fold. And if you have a caretaker working with you, or a mom or a dad, a guardian, a parent, a big brother or sister, they can help you do this part. It's a little tricky, so I did a little fold there. Okay? And now I'm going to take my tube again and my glue. And on this side, I'm going to, near the top, do a line of glue. I just kind of rub it, right? Kind of see that line of glue. And I'm going to take the rectangle with the torch and set that right on top. See how she's holding the torch now? I might make it a little bit lower. She's holding the torch. You can see she's holding the torch. And on the other side, and I'm going to go a little lower on this one, maybe closer to the bottom. Put some more glue. And I take the other rectangle and I'm going to lay it there. That's her tablet. So she's holding the tablet and she has her torch. Awesome. So today, friends, we learned how to make a sculpture, a statue of the Statue of Liberty as a symbol of the United States to celebrate the 4th of July, Independence Day, the birthday of the United States of America. And we used a paper tube, a piece of paper, we used our crowns, we used our markers, we used our glue stick. I can't wait to see how your Statue of Liberty sculptures turn out. Have a great 4th of July. Get to work.